and yet so far.
This thing's on. Good morning, Moore Elementary students and staff. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, 2020. Good morning, Mrs. Sparts.
Good morning, Mr. Qual.
Our quote of the week: believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. It's an awesome quote from our social workers.
Mm-hmm. Now for Joke of the Week. It is brought to you by Addie Hagerness.
What do you call a sleeping bull?
I don't know.
A bulldozer.
And now we have some perfect attendance classes to recognize. Mrs. Barry's class, Mr. Tweet's class, and Mrs. Joy's class. Congratulations to all of you for reaching perfect attendance, probably for multiple times there. Great job.
Yep. We have something we're going to show you. It's expectations for recess and playground. We have them clearly outlined on the rubric that we show you sometimes, but Mr. Tip's going to go into more depth with those expectations.
Morning, Mustangs. Mr. Tip here, recess monitor and safety expert right here at Mora Elementary. Today's topic is how we can have a safe and fun recess while following our recess rubric. We got sixth graders here to help, Kiana and Macy. Say hello, girls. Hello. Let's get started. Number 1.
Take turns on the equipment. Use kind language. Have good sportsmanship.
Yes, and that was all for the be respectful part. Now we got be responsible.
Offer to help students being bullied. Line up immediately when directed. Return equipment to where it belongs.
Lovely. And last but not least, we got our be safe section. Use equipment in the playground properly. Stay in the recess and playground area. Play safely and keep hands and feet to yourself. If we follow these guidelines and safety rules, we'll have a fun and safe recess. And now it's time for our new segment, Kiana's Question. Kiana, what's your question today?
What about indoor recess?
Ah, yes, indoor recess. What a doozy. All the same rules still apply, and a few extra rules as well. Keep the dodgeballs in the dodgeball area. No kicking any of the equipment or the sports balls because we don't want anyone getting injured, and we don't want any of the equipment getting lost up on the walking track. And also no wall ball because it's just too dangerous. If we follow these rules and guidelines, we'll be sure to have a safe recess. We hope you enjoyed today's show.
Next time, have a safe recess at Mora Elementary.
This is my line.
Thank you, Mr. Tip, for those helpful tips. Just a reminder from the office perspective, we have a lot of referrals that are for not keeping our hands and our body to ourselves. And just a reminder that the adults are in charge. Sometimes we have a tendency to argue too much, and we just need to accept that feedback and move on.
And also, those adults are there to help you. If you need help or you see someone else who might need help, go to an adult, go to a supervisor at recess, let them know, and they will help. You don't have to take the matters into your own hands.
Exactly. The book fair starts next Wednesday and will be available to shop before school, during school, and at conferences. So we're looking forward to the change in the library.
And now, with an important message from the health office, here is Mrs. Grun.
Thank you, Mrs. Sparts and Mr. Qual. As they said, I am Ann Grun, your school nurse, and I just wanted to bring a couple topics to everyone. You may have noticed we had a lot of sick children out prior to winter break. We were hit pretty hard with influenza B, and now we are starting to see quite a few cases of influenza A come about. And so I wanted to remind everybody to make sure that they're covering their mouths when they're coughing or sneezing with their elbow, like that, and making sure that you're washing your hands with soap and water to help prevent the spread of germs. So make sure if you touch your face in any way, whether you are covering a cough or you're wiping your nose, make sure you're washing your hands with soap and water. The hand sanitizer works, but we know that soap and water is really the gold standard. And so please do that throughout the day, especially after using the bathroom and before eating. But anytime that you touch your face, you really want to wash your hands. So that's the number one thing that I wanted to bring to you. And then I just also wanted to remind everybody about head lice. We have talked about head lice all year long. I have put updates within newsletters, and I just want to remind all students not to share hats or hair products. So whether that's brushes or combs or ponytail holders, sometimes it's fun to get together and do your hair with each other, but make sure you're using your own stuff just so we're not transferring head lice from one another. Also, if you like to hug your friends, make sure you're doing side hugs so that your heads don't touch. I know that it's starting to get warmer out and we're not wearing hats and mittens and scarves like we used to, but still be cognitive of that and make sure that you are keeping your head to yourself. Head lice does not jump from one person to another person, but they do like to crawl from head to head, and so making sure we keep an eye on that. If you feel like your head is itchy or you're having any concerns, please come down and we can check your head for you. And then again with parents, if you notice that your student is having any signs or symptoms of a fever with a cough or sore throat, that you notify the health office or the attendance line when you call in so we can continue tracking influenza. And also if you have any concerns with head lice, please don't hesitate to give me a call and we can go from there. And that's it from the health office. Have a terrific and safe day.
We hope you have a great day.
And a wonderful week.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, presented by Miss Johnson's class. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United